I figured I would bring you guys along. It's Sunday. Happy Sunday, y'all. So I wanted to get up here, come to the mountain for a minute. I'm going to make a video for you all about what's on my mind today. And then I'm going to hang out with Jesus up here on the mountain for a little bit and talk to him and all this. I don't want to miss my turn here, y'all. But I really enjoy coming up here. It's really pretty out here. Which I've brought y'all up through here before in videos and stuff, but I figured I'd let y'all see the drive up through here. It's really nice. Very, very nice. And the leaves are starting to turn too, which they've been changing for some time since it's been so hot and dry here, where I'm at in East Tennessee. So I think the leaves are going to come off sooner this year. So yeah, I like it up here. You're like, there's an overlook where you can just overlook like the area, like several different areas in my surrounding area. Very nice, very pretty out through here. See, look how pretty this is. Hey y'all, so I'm sitting on this picnic table out here. You can see this overlook right here. But I had to come up here for a little bit to just get away and like talk with Jesus. And when I came here, I've already seen some beauty, like the flowers, and like there's been like 2 different butterflies here, and the one still's like, it's still right over there. I just love nature, and y'all know that. Like, this is where I feel the closest to Jesus, like out here in the nature, out here in his beauty and stuff. But so this is on my mind. I brought my Bible here because I just feel like I need to search something today. And after what I experienced today too, like I just had to come up here, and then I was like, I'm gonna make a video on this. I just felt like talking about it. So I'm gonna tell you something, and I don't really know how to even talk about this situation other than people can be so very hurt. So you know how like you feel like you are like getting through things in your life that once like hurt you, and you're kind of healing on your journey and everything, growing and making progress in situations that you never thought that you would really overcome. And then what I've noticed since I've started trying to like, you know, move past things and like heal from it, and like, you know, start to like move past all that, this is how my heart feels, and this is how things have been working for me here lately. It seems like that is the time, which that's when the enemy attacks more, whenever you're trying to like, you know, get to where you need to be and all this stuff. But like, it seems like that's when the enemy attacks my mind, my heart, my soul, and even uses people to like hinder me or whatever. So a situation happened today. I got out of church, we went to eat, and so I'm not going to mention no names or nothing like that, but I'm going to mention names. But so we were sitting there eating, and 4 people walked by us, and they all knew me. I knew them. And we like interacted by making eye contact, and excuse me, I was like, hi, I think I said, hi, how are you? And can you believe, now these people are church people, went to church with them in the past, and all this stuff, would not say hello back. Like they knew who I was, and they literally, I kid you not, try to break through that door to get out of there quickly. And I'm thinking, you know, that really rubbed my spirit and my heart wrong. Like it hurt me. Like it hurt my feelings really bad. And you know, I had just got out of church, had a good church service, and it was just like that band-aid of just like, to my heart was ripped. And I was thinking, I'm like, man, I know good and well these people came out of church somewhere. I don't know where they go to church at now, but I know they just came out of church, and this is how you treat others. Like, is that Christ-like? Is that Christ-love? It'd been one thing if they didn't see me, but we interact eyes, and we recognized each other, you know what I mean? And but it was very, very hurtful. And it kind of, somebody else is coming up here, but it kind of, it done something to my spirit, and it made me sad. And then I was like, I've got to get away for a little bit and pray to Jesus, and just, I felt like he wanted me away, and I came up here, and then I wanted to do this video, but somebody's coming, and I'll finish it in a minute. It's so humid out here. I think it's going to rain again here soon. But it's pretty. Very peaceful, very pretty. But anyway, so this video is probably going to be all over the place because keep getting distracted by people coming in, and then I'm forgetting what I'm saying. But yeah, it just really bothered me, and it hurt me because, like, you know, that's not what being Christ-like is about. And I mean, we can go to church all day, every day in that building, because church is a building, like it's a building, but we are the church. Us the people make up, you know, the church or whatever. So you can go into the church house and appear one way, and then come out, woo, that scared me, it was a bee or something, and then come out and treat people the way that you do, and act the way that you do, and not being Christ-like to others. I mean, I don't get it, and it hurts my heart to know that there's people that do that. And I know none of us are perfect and stuff like that. I get that. But, you know, God says to love everyone and be politeful and be, you know, nice, and being a Christian is being Christlike and being, you know, sharing love. And it really bothered me, and I honestly don't really have the words that I like. That I have so many things that I want to say, but it's just like all like crumbled in my mind and my soul. But it was very hurtful, and I know like when you're trying to work on things in your life, look at this butterfly. I think that might be the same one, but there's 2 or 3 that keeps flying around here. But like, I know like from my experience when I'm working on stuff and trying to like, you know, get to where I need to be and stuff with certain situations, something like this occurs. And I know it's just part of us growing in life. And I'm a person that takes stuff to heart like really bad. Like I just take everything to heart, and I try to be nice to everybody, even the people that's done me wrong. I'm still nice to them. Like I'm still politeful, and you know, because I mean, it's not in me to be like that to others. Like it's not. So it really just bothered me, and I know like with that type of situation, it kind of makes me like, I've started back going to church for a while, but it makes you not want to go to church. It makes you just want to like, you know, seek the Lord at your house and outside of church. I know like it's part of fellowship and stuff, which I have been going to church here lately for the past couple of months. But like, I mean, people does not realize like how and why most people don't want to go to church. And a lot of it's because of that exact reason, because they've been hurt. They've been hurt by church people. I'm not saying all church people, so don't think that I'm saying everyone, because there's some really true, genuine, God-fearing church people. But on the other hand, there's those ones that act this way. And it makes people that have been hurt, and it makes people that are trying to get back and go back to church and like trying to move forward with their life and, you know, get that closer relationship with Christ. I mean, just because you go to the church does not mean that you don't have a one-on-one relationship outside of the church. Like, we should carry him with us always. And so if you're outside the church, and if you're going to a restaurant or Lord, wherever, be nice, be kind, be Christ-like, show love. Don't sit and shun someone. And that was clear. Oh my gosh, there's another bug. These are little stink bugs. They're everywhere here lately here. But don't do that to others, because I mean, that's not what God asks of us. He doesn't ask to treat people that way. And I mean, I shouldn't care. I can be very stubborn, and I could be like, you know, whatever. But at the other side of me, I'm like, my heart is like very like sensitive, and my heart's so big that I feel everything. So I guess that's why it bothered me. But, and two, like knowing like the history of these people, and knowing that they just had come out of church, and knowing that they knew me, and literally me recognizing the fact that they wanted to hurry and scoot out and couldn't even acknowledge that I was there, which I say that I don't care. I don't care, but I do care about the situation, about just like, normally I'd just be like, whatever, but it hurts me really bad today. And I'm like, this ain't right. And I think it's where I'm just trying to get back into going to church, and like, you know, trying to like get back to where I once was with Christ and everything. But that really kind of dampened my spirit in some ways, like today. And I was like, man, I don't like this feeling. So I came up here, and I've just been kind of like, I've studied some stuff in the Bible, and was just asking for some guidance and understanding, and that word has been upon my heart here lately, and I've done some studying on it. But I can see, I'm flip-flopping all over the place, but I can see why people that has once got out of church and then they failed or whatever along the way, and they stay out because they see not all Christians, but most act this way. And it's really sad. And the older I get, the more that I see it, and I don't like that. It don't sit with me that well. And I don't know. And it's really sad to know that there are, now, like I said, not all Christians are this way. That there are some true, genuine, Christ-fearing love that loves others. Like, that's there. But there's this one side of this that's just like this way, and it's really sad. But it hit me hard today, and I didn't want to cry because I didn't want to show it to nobody. I teared up a little bit driving up here. But look at this. Ain't that pretty? But it is really sad that there's people out here that are sinners and maybe kind of strayed away from a relationship with the Lord, and at the same time they have love in their heart for others and kindness. Like I see that. And once you start to get to knowing these people and you're talking to these people, you see the hurt and the discouragement that when they've been down, again, not all Christians will throw them down further in the mud. And that hurts me so bad. And, you know, like, I know the enemy, which I'm about to be going to church here again here in a little bit, but I know the enemy used that today and was like, you know, why even go? Like, why, you know, why go to church when you see all this going and stuff? But we don't go to church for ourselves or for others. We go there for ourselves, and church is a hospital. Church is a place to, you know, get reconnected with the Lord, and, like, you know, to make you strong throughout your walk of life with Christ and fellowship with other people. But when there's people that are that way, it kind of, I don't even know, it makes you feel a certain way. And I didn't like it, and it hurt my heart. And, you know, people in this world can be so cruel and so hateful and so just conniving, and it's sad. Like, it really is sad. There is a storm, I think, coming in, and the breeze is starting to feel so good. Oh, I love this. And, you know, like, there ain't none of us down here perfect. None of us. And, you know, we go through this life, and people has been through good times and bad times, but a lot of us have been through hell and back. A lot of us have fought the devil off with all their might by God's help and grace. Like, I mean, not all of us have had an easy life. Not all of us have had, you know, as others have had. And, you know, until you have been in their shoes, and, like, I mean, even the people that I was talking about there, like, maybe they're bound by something that's making them that way. But it just really bothered me because, you know, God ain't about just being ugly like that to people. Like, he ain't. And I guess it was just like knowing that they just got out of church and acting that way. It really bothered me because I don't know. I guess I just need to pray about it and just let the Lord help me with it. But it's just sad when you know, people out there that, you know, has a better loving, caring heart than most people that go to church. Like, that's bad. That is really bad. But in all reality, that's how it is. if you want to look at it black and white, because it's just a lot of Christians have hurt so many people. And I mean, people might come at me for this, and I can't help how I feel. This is how I feel with my heart, and this is something that I struggle with, and right now this is what I'm dealing with, and I'm just praying God for guidance and understanding, because that's another thing that has been up on my heart for several weeks, is like understanding. So I was out here trying to read about it, and anyways, I did do some studying up on some of this, but this is some of what I read that I do believe the Lord gave me today. But it's in Proverbs. There's different verses, but it says, so that thou incline thine ear unto wisdom, and apply thine heart to understanding. Discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not into thy own understanding. The Lord by wisdom hath founded the earth, by understanding hath he established the heavens. And then Philippians 4:7 says, and the peace of God which passeth all understanding shall keep your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus. So maybe I'm not to understand. I know that some things we're not meant to understand, but I would hate for somebody that was really close to be like, this close of getting saved, but then this Christian interfered with that person and knocked them out of that, if that makes sense, when they're supposed to be Christ-like and show love and mercy and kindness. I don't know, does any of this make sense to y'all? But I have been so bothered by this today, and I know I'm not to worry about it or think about it, but I mean, I'm only human. But anyways, how's everybody's Sunday? Hope everybody's doing good. Pray for me that the Lord will give me understanding and direction and knowledge and wisdom, because I need it. Like, I feel like I said, the more I'm trying to do and get closer to the Lord and like work on myself and healing on my healing journey, it seems like stuff comes at me so harder, and sometimes when it hits me, it's like breathtaking. And I'm like, man, where is this coming from? And like, I know it's part of my healing and journey, but it's rough. But I know it's good to talk about stuff like this. And it's just, I grew up at a different like generation. Like I remember just the old time ways and all that, and the world ain't like that nowadays. The world's so different. People are so different. People's heart just don't care for others anymore. People don't show love, forgiveness, mercy. They don't show any of that. It's all one straight-minded way. But I am so thankful that God isn't like that, and that he doesn't shun us. He doesn't turn his back on us. He forgives us whenever we've done wrong. Like, he loves us, and he's loving, he's kind, he's gracious, he's merciful. He is everything that he says he is, and much more to me in my life. But it's like the older I get, the more I don't like tolerating things, and I don't like stuff to come at me with my peace and stuff. And so I've noticed a lot of times I just kind of shut down with stuff and some things, which is, that's okay, because sometimes we have to do that. But I don't have time for stuff like that. I don't have time for any of that. Life's short down here, and I just want to live a happy life. And helping people and do all that I can. And I want the best for everybody. I want the best for my kids. But, you know, sometimes down here, the going gets rough. And, you know, sometimes and I'm not even relating this to them because that's just a whole nother subject. But sometimes in this world, if you see somebody down or struggling, all it takes is a simple act of kindness to help them feel better, or a little simple act of kindness goes a long way. And it's sad that the world's so fast paced now and nothing's ever slow anymore. And even in my life, I've noticed if you don't take time to take rest and reset and recharge, then it'll happen for you whether you want to or not, whether you're sick, your health, whatever. It'll happen because we need to rest and we need to recharge and we need to refocus and we need to slow down and need to have love and compassion for others, because this old world out here is dark, very dark. And for people that appear to be, say, with their walk of Christ as a Christian, and they don't show love to all, that gives people bad names, and it makes people that want to try to get back and do right not want to do it anymore. And I know that for a fact. I have friends that don't go to church because of that, and I can understand why. And you know, some people just don't go to church because of that, and they find their praise and stuff going to work or at home studying the Bible or whatever. We each have our one-on-one relationship with God in our own way. And coming out here, love it. And it's about to storm. It's about to rain out here. But coming out here, places and God's beauty and all this is where my heart is at ease. I love it. And excuse me. And I find peace out here, and I feel really, really close to God. And it's about to rain, so maybe the Lord's just saying, let that wash off of me and just not worry about it. I feel better that I came out here and then talked about it, and all this stuff. But y'all share me your input on how you would feel about that, and how you feel about what I spoke about with all that. But yeah, just pray for me. Like I said, I need some, I don't know, you know how when you get to this age in life where my kids are getting older and I've got a good job, I'm doing well for myself, but it's you don't know, I know my calling and everything, but you just don't know the direction you need to take, if that makes sense. And I think sometimes in life we just got to go with it and let the things fall into place at a time that they need to fall into place at. I do taking care of others. I do working in the medical field. So I'm thinking eventually when my kids get older, I'm going to get back into that and probably go back to school, because that's what I want to do. I want to do that. But, financially right now, and then working and having to have a full-time job and doing all that, it's just pretty much impossible. I could probably pull it off, but that would be too much stress needed. And plus my kids are, getting to the point to where they're about, one of them's going to be graduating, and then my other one's going to be, he's in 9th grade, he'll be in 10th. And then my kids are growing up so fast, so I don't want to miss anything that I need to miss. And I don't know, I know that I'm going on the right path in life, but I think that I'm going through that mid age of I'm 37, so my kids are getting older. I evaluate things more in life. I'm more older now, so I don't know, but life has a funny way of speaking to us. And somebody asked me on here that they've never heard the Lord speak to them, or they've never experienced that, and they asked, how do you know, and how can you hear him? For my answer, for me, here comes the rain, but for my answer, for me, is it ain't no loud voice, it ain't nothing like that. When the Lord speaks to my spirit, or my soul, like my soul, spirit, heart, whatever you want to, like, you know, say, or whatever as you perceive it as, when he speaks to me, it's just into my spirit and soul. Like my mind, my lips are dry. Like my mind comprehends that God's speaking to me, and I can just feel him, and I listen. I hope that makes sense, but that's just, I can just feel it. I can just feel when the Lord speaks to me. And maybe too, whenever a few weeks ago God was telling me to have understanding, or to study understanding, maybe that's why he wanted me to study that for times like this, and just to understand things in life. And some things aren't meant to be to understand, but God gives us understanding and knowledge and things. So maybe that's, you know, stuff just kind of pans out for us in life. And all of our journeys are different. All of our battles are different. All of our failures are different. You know, everything that each of us do are different, and each of us have our own specific journey and destination, and each of us have our own calling. And some of us may not even know our calling, but it's there. And the Lord will give it and show it to you if you just, you know, call out to him, seek him, you know, ask to God to show you, like, you know, what you're supposed to be doing. And I don't know, I feel, and I know that I'm in a different season in my life, and I know that, but the unfamiliar, I can never say that word, the unfamiliarity, is that how you say it? In this season to me in my life is different. It's growth, but growth can be painful, and growth can be very different, and growth can be something that I'm not used to, and it's different for me. And going back to understanding, it's a lot of understanding things and accepting things, and you know, letting the Lord just lead and guide us, and let the Lord, you know, do the things that he needs to do in our life that only he can do, and letting the Lord just take care of us and love on us and be there for us. And, you know, as long as I have the Lord in my heart and with me, I can do all things because he's with me and he strengthens me to do so. So I'm just needing to get stronger in Christ, and I'm needing to get stronger, you know, in life. And I have come so far, and I'm proud of myself, and I never hardly say that, but I am. But sometimes, like the pastor was talking about, like, we have to praise our way out of things in life, and be thankful, and for everything, just be thankful, and have like a praise upon you, because God sees that, he acknowledges that. And kind of like when you start, like for me, like there's times that I can't even hardly, there's been times in my life when I couldn't even praise. Like I would want to, and I would want to like try to like sing songs, and like even I would want to pray, but I just couldn't. Like I was just so down. But I'll never forget, that's one of the times that the Lord showed up and ministered to me, and he was praying there, like he was helping me pray when I couldn't pray, if that makes sense. I know that he could. I could feel prayers coming from people that like my mama, I could feel old prayers that people probably had prayed for me that was working in my life, and maybe current people that were praying for me. But sometimes in life, we feel like we can't pray. Sometimes we feel like we can't connect with God. But you know what? God sees and hears everything. And he sees our heart whenever we can't explain. Like, I can't explain how I'm feeling. I tried with that other situation, but it didn't come out right. But God sees. But in those times when we feel like we can't do those things, he does it for us. And that's when the intercession with the Lord steps in on our life, and he just takes care of it. But there's just something in my life now that is unexplainable for me. And again, it's like unfamiliar. Like, it's different. A different season, a different growth for me, and I'm okay with that, but I'm uncomfortable with it because I'm not used to it. And I don't know. It's like I'm anxious to see what the Lord has for me in my life, and like, you know. So anyways, there comes somebody. I'm gonna get off of here, and I need to head home because it's about to be raining. But until next time, guys, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.